So I just finished the first day of the free Tony Robbins Time to Summit event. And as always, Tony Robbins always over delivers, always an incredible experience, always an incredible personal experience. And I wanted to share this video because he asked us some questions, especially at the very end. And then I think a part of those questions is to share it. Whether he asked, I don't remember if he asked us to share, or it's just something I feel like I have to do, a part of my answer to one of those questions. But he basically talks about limiting beliefs and the old story we tell ourselves, the old story that includes those limiting beliefs, how or where or what we do to stop ourselves and limit ourselves from going after our dreams or taking that next big leap of faith. So I felt that I have to share because this video in itself is a part of the new story, a story that I know I've believed in, just never enough to act upon it. And I think, especially with Tony Robbins being who he is and doing what he does and the power of his events, I think there's no better reason or better time to share than now. But so I'll share what I wrote down. The first question is, what is your old story? And I've done these events before in the past, maybe once or twice, to have different old stories and different new stories. But my current old story is this. Even though I am the one who put myself in the position that I am in right now, my limiting belief or story was that the circumstances around me and everything around me, and even some people in my life, were holding me back or slowing me down. However, because those things, and the reason I would lean on those things is because they're things that I can't control, so it's easy to blame. I think that's the biggest thing there. It's easy to blame the things you can't control, and then once you blame them, it's easy to not do anything about your circumstances or situation and just be woe is me. So with everything, blaming everything as if it's slowing me down and all the things that I can't control, and rather than realizing and believing that they are literally the people and resources in my life that I need and have in my possession to catapult my dreams into reality. I think that's the biggest thing, the biggest switch I must have, and I'm grateful to have, is that, and I think a perspective switch or paradigm shift to have, is that what you think is limiting you is actually the door that you need to go through into the next chapter of your life to catapult, act as a catalyst to your dreams. So instead of feeling everything around me or my circumstances or my situation or who I am or the money, my finances or my physical elements or whatever is limiting me, it's actually what I need to focus on, that the fact that I have those capabilities to advance myself into the next person or to the person I am planning on becoming. And then question number 2, what is your new story? So my new story is I give, I contribute, I provide, I deliver, and I collaborate freely with no intention of a return, regardless of how easy or difficult my life is at that moment. Especially when I feel like, oh, I need to do this because I need the money, or I need to do this because I need this, or I don't want to do this until you guarantee I'm getting this. I think the opposite of that is just giving freely because you already have so much to give. And it does not have to be materialistic, financial, or anything like that. Just give what you know you can give. I love to make people laugh. I love to create music. But I also have a voice, and I can encourage people. I can compliment people. I can empathize with people. And those are things that you have in your grasp that does not require materials to share. That's something you're already filled with, that you can share. And what I added on to that is, if I were to pass on tomorrow, if me waiting for me to get my return or me not doing something until I know I'm getting paid for it, if I were to pass on tomorrow, that payday wouldn't have mattered anyways. I could not do something today because I'm not guaranteed I'm getting paid, and then tomorrow comes and I'm not here tomorrow and I pass on anyways. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. So give freely without the intention of needing a return. right? If I were to pass on tomorrow, that payday was not going to matter anyways. Do it imperfectly with the intention to share your love and encourage others to share even more freely themselves. So a part of me having to do this video, quote unquote, is because it does not even need to be perfect. Note to self, it does not need to be perfect. And others may see it and appreciate it anyways, or your future self may see it and appreciate it anyways. And this is, still the beginning of a brand new, beautiful year. So to encourage others to share, post their thoughts, their emotions, their feelings, their logic, and then come as a community and really decide what it means. All right, and number 3 was, how will this new story change your life? And I wrote down, it will allow me to give without having to overthink or be in control of the outcome of the future. I will let God handle the invoices. Basically to say, like, just give. This video here is to give. I did not need to be prepared. And although we have content strategies, marketing strategies, whatever it is, I do not need to have that all in place just to say what I'm saying here today, just to share this message with you guys and hopefully inspire myself and inspire others on our off days or on days to do what we know we should be doing and want to do and can do. And so, yeah, and the rest, like I said, I may not be here tomorrow, and then payday wasn't gonna matter anyways. Or if I am here tomorrow, I'll let God handle payroll and the invoices, and I'll just let Him tell me what I deserve in return when I deserve it. The rest will just come, but for now, let me just give. So I hope you guys take something from this. There's still 2 more days of the Tony Robbins event. It's free, completely free. It's on YouTube, it's on Zoom. It's recorded, it's accessible. Tony Robbins has other content online. If there's one thing I could ever recommend to you guys, or one thing I could recommend all year, or encourage you guys to do one thing this year, is to consume some Tony Robbins content, whether you do his event or just see his old stuff. Some of his stuff used to be on Netflix, but there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. There's a lot of audiobooks, a lot of resources within your reach, and just be open-minded, and just be open to this next phase of your life, especially if you haven't been yet. It's the end of the first month of 2026, and I just hope nothing but the best for you guys. And I'm excited to share more regardless of the outcome. Appreciate you guys and love you. Peace.